Right, that's annoying. It seems my Rode mic is flat battery, but anyway, here's a bit of a different video from me. If anyone's been watching my astro videos or any other videos on my channel, I have a lot of enthusiasms. One of them being astrophotography, another I like making knives out of scrap. Shut up, dogs. Roasting my own coffee, I make a coffee liqueur. But also, I really love wok cooking, especially when you can use a good high pressure gas wok burner. I made this one myself. It's basically just a weed torch, high pressure weed torch, and an old washing machine, stainless steel washing machine drum, with a few cutouts to direct the flames away. And it's kind of the perfect shape. Just got to cut various parts out of it, and it works very effectively. So what I'm doing tonight is a stir fry that I got from Marion's Kitchen channel, but I've added a few things to it. One of which is going to be tofu, because someone in the family is trying to cut down on their meat. So I'm going to do some tofu to start with. I'm going to cook that first because I don't want it to break up, which it will with all the vigorous stuff going on later, and I'll put that in at the end with the sauce. Anyone who's done wok cooking or stir frying or watched videos about it would know that what's really important is have everything prepped beforehand. So I've got my veg there, I've got my pork here, which has been soaking in corn flour, baking bicarb soda, soy, and some Chinese rice wine. I have, like I said, the veg prepped. I marinated the tofu in a little bit of soy sauce, so it's not too bland. Garlic, ginger, and a little bit of chili, just for shits and giggles. And the actual sauce, which is a mix of honey, soy sauce, hoisin sauce, oyster sauce, and I always like to put a little bit of black Chinese vinegar in there, just to add a little bit of extra tang, especially with a fatty kind of meat like pork. Got a peanut oil and essentially a glass of wine. So let's get the show on the road. Just to give you an example, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me over this. That's the kind of heat we can get out of this particular setup. I'd have a mic on me, but battery's flat, so we're going to have to do it as ghetto as the cooking in this case. Now, squeak, that's the only downside of this, it's a bit squeaky. Right, so that's getting hot already. You see the kind of heat we're talking about. That's the kind of heat we're dealing with here. They're breaking up already, is what I was afraid of, but get a bit of colour on them, put them aside, and then put them back in again. I'm not going to toss these, but they're just going to break up. So just gently turn them over. Which is frustrating. But the things we do for loved ones. Alright, we're getting a bit of colour. They should firm up a little bit now. Get a bit of crust on them. and we can take them out shortly. What am I doing this for? I can edit the video, so that's like fine. Okay, that was good. Gently with a wok. It's not how I normally do this. Gentle is not wok. There we go. Alright, that's done. So now we get on with the real deal. Get rid of that. That's a good thing about cooking outside. Okay. Yeah, she's getting real hot now. There we go. That's what we're talking about. In the Marion video, talking about leaving it for a while. When you're going to wok this hot, not necessarily needed, because they're already starting to fry up. There's some charring on there, some colour, and we're not even really firing it up at the moment. It could be a little bit too hot. So we're just going to keep it moving. Pork belly, so we can go a little bit crazy with it. But we just don't work with that. It'll simmer a little bit in the sauce once that goes in with the veg. And the veg will release some liquid as well. I make my sauces a little bit wetter than a lot of the recipes you see online because they're working with a cooler wok. Whereas I'm going to have a lot of liquid burning off or boiling off really quickly. So, we'll stop that. So, it's certainly got colour, so we can turn that down a little bit. So, we're getting a good sear on there. Probably hear me better now. Now we start tossing. Alright, start putting our veg in. I try and work to get my hardest ingredients in first, the ones I want the most char on, and the ones that will take the most heat. So we save things like the softer parts of the green onion, and even some of the onion, because I like a little bit of quick onion. Capsicum can take a bit. So we'll save that for a little bit of texture. Oh, I lost one. Damn. How bad is it? It's fine. Don't want to waste it. Right, because we've got more food in there. Turn up the heat again. Right, we can pop in our aromatics, garlic, ginger, garlic, ginger, a little bit of red chilli. I pop that in fairly late because when you're cooking with this heat, it burns really quickly. veg has settled to the bottom now, so that's getting a bit of a char on it. We can help that along. Yep, got some charred bits on the veg now, so we're all good to go with the sauce. This is where we start flipping to mix that through. Good way to distribute the sauce. I'm cooking for 3 people, so there's a lot of weight in this one. So one thing you can do when you've got a high pressure burner is you can cook for multiple people in one go. Get a bit of heat in there, so that can reduce down. We'll get our tofu in now. Tofu in, and then we have to be a little bit gentle. I want it coated in sauce, but I don't want it breaking up because my daughter will not want tofu in hers. So, I've got to cater for 3 different tastes. I eat anything. Check on this pork. Banging. And done. And there we have it. Pork with hoisin, tofu for the missus, and various veg. All done in the backyard ghetto kitchen. Good times. Cheers.